All right, we are live. What's going on? What's happening, you guys? Listen, I got a couple of minutes, so let's get right into this. Go ahead and subscribe.
Single and I live with myself, and sometimes I get.
This is a topic that's never gonna end. As more women become strong and independent, many of them seem to find themselves living alone with regret and wish they had someone with them, all because of feminism.
Let me tell you one of the things that I don't really like about being single.
So I've seen a few videos recently of women crying because they feel lonely and they want to be in a relationship.
I want to speak to something that's been heavy on my heart, and it's the fact that we are currently living in a loneliness epidemic. It's something that
I am getting on here to just share my thoughts about being 30-something and not having a boyfriend, not having kids, and not being married. I have been so sad.
Oof.
I've been so depressed because I thought that I would have a family by now. I thought that I would at least be engaged or in a relationship at the minimum, and I'm not. And I'm getting older and I'm getting scared. Am I going to be on here one day coming to terms that I'm just going to be single? Like, it just...
You already are.
It doesn't even sound right. I feel like I'm in such denial sometimes. Like,
yeah, you already are coming online and coming to this inevitability, right?
No, there's no way that I'm not going to be a wife. There's no way I'm not going to be a mom. And I'm like, am I being delusional, or am I just having faith, or am I crazy? Each day I struggle with this so much, and I just don't know what to tell myself. Do I tell myself, don't worry, you'll be fine. Like, you're going to find somebody tomorrow or next year and be able to have kids before it's too late? Or do I tell myself, maybe you should figure out how to live life as a single woman and be happy? I don't know.
It's gonna be rough, man.
That's all I have for today.
This woman is crying because her reality is taking form. She's realized that she's in her 30s, no husband and no kids. And just like many other women, they all thought they would have accomplished that in their 30s. But somewhere along the way, that goal didn't become a reality.
Do you think that she was abstinent or celibate? Or just, possibly out there living her best life?
What makes it hurt even more is that this realization doesn't come slowly. It hits all at once. It's the moment when expectations collide with time. For years, there was always a sense of, I still have time. It'll happen later version of life, and neither does
they like, and that's all they want. As the others, like, they don't care about your personality. They don't care about like your goals, your ambitions. They don't care. They just like, they take you for what they see, and that's it.
This one's for the guys. Do you guys like not shoot your shot with women in person anymore? Because I did go on this date with this guy that I met with on Circa, and he was great. He was, good looking, had a good job. Like, we had a really good conversation. But he literally told me that he wouldn't have the confidence to go up to me if we were at a bar, which I don't really understand because he is a good looking guy. Like, I don't understand why he wouldn't have the confidence to do so. So is this like a universal thing? Do men just not approach women as much anymore?
If I hear another joke about a female loneliness epidemic, I will laugh my fucking ass off. You guys were given 1 ounce of freedom, told you guys can be content creators, you can be fitness influencers, and most of you jumped immediately to doing porn. You guys didn't even fail college. You didn't fail a business first. Like, most people go, I need to be a stripper to pay for college. No, you guys are like, I'm going to turn 18 and do OnlyFans. Yay, but now I can't find a husband, and then you're crying about it. I just don't get it.
Welcome to OnlyFans.
This woman told not one lie. A lot of these women today, as soon as they hit 18, the first thing they do is sell and market themselves on OnlyFans. That's their introduction to adulthood, quick money, attention and validation from strangers online. But the funny thing is, fast forward a few years, and now many of them are saying they can't find anybody to be with. They're lonely. No man is taking them seriously. They're confused, frustrated, and blaming men for not stepping up. But honestly, what did they expect? When your entire identity online is built around being sexual and available for a price, men naturally won't view you as wife material. Most men don't want to share their woman with the internet. They don't want their girlfriend competing for attention online or treating intimacy like a business. They want a partner, not a public performance. They've learned a hard lesson. Short-term choices create long-term consequences.
Hey y'all, hey. Can someone explain to me where the competitive men at? Like, I mean, the ones who have their energy of like a gladiator in a night. Because as soon as you tell a man that you're dating, he folds like a piece of paper. And when a woman says that she's dating, it doesn't mean that she's just sleeping around or not being intentional. It means may the best man win.
What?
Embrace competition, boo. Thank
Absolutely
you.
not. You need help.
And wondering where the real men are at. So for 50 years, women have told men to get away from them. And men are very, they're accommodating people. They don't want to be anywhere they're not wanted. So they're like, I'll go away. And now they're going away and the women are like, no, come back. I miss you. It's like your ex-wife, she kicks you out of the house and then she's like, no, I want you back.
Where are we meeting the men that actually want to date and be in a relationship?
I like how Pearl said that in there real quick. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, in your 20s, unfortunately. Some women can thirst trap hard enough to their 30s, but yeah, not you, I guess.
It's not the dating apps. It's not. It's not the coffee shops. I've been trying that. I've been trying that for a while now. Definitely not the bars. So where are we meeting the ones that want to date and be in a relationship?
Or you just don't like them. I mean, I think a lot of women want it to be easy to get commitment, and it's just not. I mean, the price of commitment's higher because it's easy for the men that we want.
You know how many times I've heard in my life, like, Leah, you always act like you don't need anybody. Leah, always act like you don't need anybody. You don't need help. You don't need anybody. That's not true. I've just had to do everything by myself. I've had to, in fact. There's lots of things that I wish I didn't have to do alone. There's a lot of things that I wish I could have people around with me. But unfortunately, that's just not how the cards have played out in my life. And out of necessity, I have become extremely independent, hyper independent, as some people might call it. And you know what? I am lonely. I am. I would like to feel the warm embrace of acceptance.
Oh, man.
Feel lonely. I mean, I get it, but men have had to do the exact same thing. The difference is men were never celebrated for it. And as she stated, she's lonely, and that's a feeling many of these independent women feel. It's the part that rarely gets talked about, honestly. Independence looks strong on the outside, but it can feel empty on the inside when there's no one to share the weight with. Doing everything yourself eventually stops feeling empowering and starts feeling exhausting.
The Chevy Equinox is more than an SUV.
What?
It's your tour guide and your boxing ring.
There's no partner to lean on, no shared responsibility, no emotion.
You know a really good trick to this? Instead of having 5 to 7 guys, just find one guy that will give you enough money for all of your bills. So I have this one guy, his name is my boss. I know, weird name, right? He doesn't even expect me to go out to dinner with him. All I have to do is show up for a few hours, do a little bit of work, not even that hard, and then I go home. He gives me enough money for all of my bills. It's great.
Why are men not approaching women in Atlanta?
Atlanta men love themselves. Their egos are too high. People not approaching women in Atlanta are people that think they're 10s when they're actually 2s, and they need to be brought down a notch.
That is so real. And if you do get approached by a drunk guy that's just like, you're hot, there's no thoughtfulness anymore. I don't know if it's some fear of rejection these days, or thinking a certain way about women.
Oh, man. She must be sipping on a cup. Copium. Because she's telling a bold face, unprovable, you know what I'm saying, lie. It's not true, okay? Ridiculous. Just made that up.
And being entitled or something. Yeah. But I've just really noticed that men don't approach as much anymore. I think a lot of it happens online. One time I was out and I was talking to this guy and nothing really happened there. And then I get a DM from the same guy. And it's kind of why couldn't we have hashed this out in person? I was I was there for...
No, that never happened. They love doing that, bringing up some scenario that, you know, she has no proof of. We can't see the text stream. Man, these people.
30 minutes. I don't know if they just like assume that like pretty girls already have boyfriends and they're like intimidated. I've started to just be like, you know what? F it. Like we're gonna go up to guys now because they're not coming to us. So
Speak your truth, queen. I've been trying to figure that out myself. Years ago, I used to go out, guys were running up to you. And I feel like now it's either they don't say anything to you at all, or they like just stand over in the corner and they just like stare. And I'm like, just walk up to me, say hello. Not creeping from the corner.
I just want to talk about the men not approaching women thing. If you are a man and you are watching this, you have to be not afraid to be rejected. That's part of the game. That's part of being a man. You have to be okay with being rejected.
Listen, you guys, that's it. That's enough. I'm going to go over to TikTok. This usual suspect. It's always the same looking women that are complaining about men. They always have this look about them. It's very unique. They have this look. Anyway, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the like button, you guys. Head over to TikTok. Drop a comment. Let's talk about it. Appreciate y'all.
It's on mute. Hey, hold on. Bitch, be quiet. Lot of niggas fake, so I'm moving in silence.